I will put the hammer down.
Put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. I'm Queens. I got Queens in the building. I got BX in the building. I got Harlem in the building, and I got the transplant that moved from New York to Atlanta. So New York is in the building, y'all. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Look, I gotta change my picture. And here we go. So what's up, y'all? We talking about the Shy tonight. The Shy, the kids have graduated, and this was a very this episode was all right, man. I have to say. I'm gonna bring my ladies in tonight. And we gonna talk about it. So let me, hit that like, hit that share, put me up in the algorithm, y'all. So, we trying to bring people to the channel. What's up, Candy Love? Hey, Cool Gamer. Hey, Daria. Hey, Net. How's everybody doing? What's up with Chandria? If you are here for the replay, hit hashtag replay. And I'm going to bring the girls in. EJ, change your background. So we going to come in. What up, Tamika?
Hey,
you got the camouflage on. Go ahead, girl. The camouflage. Am I seeing eyelashes? Oh, sucky. Hey, EJ.
Hey, boo.
So what y'all thought of the episode?
EJ, I need your hat.
I know. So I need my doggone hat, my fatigue hat. I wish y'all would have told me this so we could have coordinated.
Listen, we didn't know. It was a good episode. It was sad, but it was a good episode. I think this is the part I've been waiting on. I've been waiting on this for the longest, just to confirm.
I've been too. I'm liking where it's going, but it was like at first you didn't know who it was gonna be. Was it gonna be Papa, or was it gonna be the father, or was it gonna be Senior Reverend Jackson? I'll call him. So that's where I was with it. I was like, oh, and then I'm thinking the kids graduated, and it'd be a lot of tragic stories in real life with kids that don't make it to graduation because of things of that nature. So that was one of my biggest worries with that. So and my second biggest worry with this was this one, y'all.
That money.
Yes, my second biggest worry was this, because he just doing too much, and you know how somebody don't know how to say no. That was Emmett's problem, and he's afraid to say no. So that was the really big problem with that. But I how can I say it? Keisha's right with this. She you know how Duda is. You know how Duda is. You know what he's capable of. You knew what you were getting into. How did you think you were going to be different? What's your take on it, Tamika?
Emmett is stupid. She was right. But at the same time, she was going along with it too at a point when it was like, okay, yeah, get the house is a loan. You know what Duda is too. Like I said at one point, are y'all gonna be paying him back in blood? Then she was asking about a nanny and a maid. I mean, y'all both know what time it is. But this whole time we've been saying, like, what the hell is Emmett doing? Why is he acting like he don't know what Zuda is about? So Emmett had my blood pressure going up this episode. I just was like, are you freaking kidding me? And with him talking about he handling everything.
He handling everything, but you know, I just had a problem with the way he knows he's afraid. He goes to his dad. He goes to his dad, and it's just like, yo, what are you doing? Don't tell me those bitches ain't coming. What the freak? All right, no, I'm wrong. Okay, I got him mixed up. Look, when he came to him with this, I'm mad at Darnell the way he handled this too. Speaking of that, if you are here for the first time and you are not aware that we do like a little poll, please scroll up to the top. Cast your vote. Do you think Dinar should have handled Emmett's situation with him? It's a yes or no question. Answer the question. By the time we get to the end of this chat, then we're going to know what's good with it. So please scroll up to the top. Hit the like. Hit the share. Put us up in that algorithm. And I know y'all are on EJ's channel and Tamika's channel, but I would love for you guys to just come cast your vote, and y'all could go back to y'all, your channels, the channels that you were on, and just so that way we could just chop it up and see what's good with it. All right. So now moving on. Look, I don't like the way he handled this situation.
I wanted to kick Darnell with the TV. I really wanted to kick him with the TV.
This is I'm mad at him here, right here, but I really got mad at him with the scene with Jada. Mm-hmm. Because I felt like this is why I won. Remember when we talked about this when I had the little debate and the tap shoes was going? Now you could see he wasn't a father. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, I never denied that. I never denied he was, and he never denied he was. I mean, I don't understand why he gave him back this. Like, I know he told him, when you need it, come and get it from me. But at the end of the day, you literally say to him, Emmett, you are not about the street. Because you know that. You know your child. Why didn't you say, I'm going to go with you? Or why did you follow him to see if he was going? Something. I'm like, really, Darnell? I was disappointed. How
you gonna say you're not built for this though, and then hand it to him?
Yeah.
EJ, do you feel the same about that? Like he didn't. I feel like he didn't handle the situation right. You mean to tell me you're gonna tell him in the same breath you're not built for this, but you're gonna give him the hammer? You gonna give him a tool? Come on now, this didn't make no sense to me.
Nah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I felt like he should have did something. I understand that he trying to let him handle it. He trying to let him be a man or whatever, but this ain't the time to be trying to let him be a man. This is the time to be stepping up. I mean, you already done stepped to old boy, so let's just get some follow through. Period.
Exactly. I just didn't understand that, but we got our first. I ain't know my little trivia stuff. Damn. All right, let me get. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get that, and then I'm gonna I don't know how I forget to do that.
Girl, don't worry. I forgot mine too on mine, so don't worry.
Yeah, I don't like when but keep in mind I was just live a couple of minutes ago, so I'm not gonna beat myself up too bad tonight.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, girl. Right? Don't do it. Yeah. So I didn't understand why that was dumb to me. That was so dumb to me. And the conversation with Keisha and him, where she says, I'm leaving you. And he's like, I thought you said we wasn't going to leave each other. No one, I thought she said we couldn't leave each other. And, he knows he made a mistake, but I felt like he wanted to stop. He wanted to really be a provider for his family. He saw that this was the only way, but it was the wrong way. It was
Absolutely.
the wrong way. And now he's like, how am I gonna get out of this? So that I mean, that's how I feel with that. Like it was the wrong decision. How I'm gonna get out of this? And he should have thought this through a little bit more. So Tamika, I want he's Victor's problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come back to the trivia, why? Because I still gotta find it and stuff. Victor's problem. Victor's problem is coming back at him right in the face. He went and talked to the last episode, but now this guy is back with more, and now he got pictures to boot.
Yeah.
What
I
was
figured it was gonna be pictures. I had a feeling they was gonna whip out the pictures because of course Victor's like, oh yeah, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about that. And it's like, oh, this not you here, peekaboo. Okay, the camera, we got you. What was you doing with Duda? And so they literally spelled it out exactly for what it was. Of course, he didn't confirm it, but he was like, we don't think you actually did anything, but we do think you helped to, dump the body or whatever. And right now he
I would
just
still be no.
yeah, he was still being quiet, which we already wasn't expecting him to just go in there and be, telling them everything.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, he's still a street dude, so he's not going to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But EJ, now that they have this picture, and they have him basically at as a rock in a hard place, do you think he's gonna go to the streets to handle this problem, or do you think he's gonna handle this problem with the feds? Like he gonna let them do it?
Nah, he ain't the Fed type of dude, and because you just can't take the street out of no ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna take that out of him, and he's not gonna go to the feds. I think the streets are gonna handle this. I can't remember which one of you guys it was, but one of y'all said that this was gonna be a group situation. And I'm starting to lean towards the group situation.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which set it's gonna be, but I think that this is gonna be a community problem that's going.
Oh yeah.
That
it's gonna be like taking out the trash.
Exactly.
It's gonna be like taking out the trash. So he knows he messed up at this point, but it's like I felt so bad for Trig because he's like, yo, I've been trying to live my life the right way and get myself together. And he feels like he should have never got mixed up with him. He always felt that way. And this was at the time when all of this happened, where he was trying to get Jake back. So that's exactly why I feel like the situation had happened, because he was trying to get Jake. That's when Duda had Jake. So he was trying to get close to him to find out that situation and how it was working. Because remember, that was kind of like when he first came back into town.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like that with that situation, that's why it's he didn't want to be involved with that. Like I'm glad he broke it down like that too when he explained it later on. When he explained it to
Fatima.
When he's Fatima, yeah, I couldn't remember. Yeah, when he explained it to Fatima, the situation. So yeah, at the end of the day, how he said it, I'm still a street guy. So at that time, that's how he was handling his situations. He wasn't really. He was in the process of moving away from all of that. So
yeah.
Before we go to that, I'm gonna go to the first trivia question. Is it? Yeah. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's the last trivia.
In a basement apartment.
Make me sick. I'm mad at my damn self tonight. Anywho, pardon me, y'all. If I can't find it, I can't find it. But the kids graduate. I love the way they did the senior pictures. And
Mm-hmm.
I think this was
Hey,
cute the way
kitty.
they had their little conversation. You know that Linnea's on punishment. Uh, uh he we see that Kevin didn't tell them yet his decision, but they kind of know what he's gonna do, his friends. So
Yeah.
what was y'all take with the whole senior day and the pictures and all that? And with their what they're going through with this. I loved it. I like seeing them grow because we watch these kids grow up. We literally watched them grow up.
Literally. I thought
Hmm.
it was cute. Shout out to the kitty. Looks like she done came back. Your son must be gone because she back in there with you. Uh but I thought this was cute. I loved it. I love seeing all of them grow up and come into their own. I don't know. It's just like you've seen so much growth from everybody, especially Jake. You know where he started and where he's at now is a completely different. It's completely different, and so I really thought it was nice. Honestly, I don't know what we do after this now that the kids have graduated. Where do we go from here? I mean, it just feels
I
like it's time to start
know.
wrapping up the shy in a sense, in my opinion. But I'll be interested to see what's going to go down next. But you did bring up a point. I think everybody knows what's going to happen except for one person, the one person that he hasn't yet to say anything to yet. So that's going to be
Of
interesting.
course you're gonna leave her for last because she the hardest one to deal with. You know, look, I ain't gonna tell my mama till it's absolutely the time to go. I want to get graduation out first. I don't even. I think this is the one. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. Yeah. So,
What up, though,
yeah.
Brillo?
What's up, Brillo? So yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like he, once he tells his mother, I think everything's gonna be all right. But uh, all right. So wait, I ain't even get to it. So we good. All right. Let me move that. We'll come back.
Look, I'm like, what? You see me? I'm like trying to figure it out.
I know, right? So look, y'all got time to figure it out now, right?
I didn't get a chance to
Don't
fully
no
read it. Put it
googling.
back up there.
Look, no googling. Look, no googling. So look, when he tells Fatima about this, he seems like he's disappointed in himself too. But I feel like that was a situation that was kind of like beyond his control. I'm glad he broke it down and explained it the way it happened. And that's what I thought was, I feel like he's gonna get all his support there. But do you think now that his campaign, his assistant knows what's going on, do you think he's gonna warn his man, his boo, his partner?
Well, he had an opportunity to. I mean, he knew that night, and he just gave him a warning, but not without necessarily saying what it was. I think that he knows that he can't say what it is in order to even to his partner in order to protect Victor and what they have going on because that could trickle down to him too. So I don't think that he's going to unless it becomes absolutely necessary, like his life is in danger, danger, danger. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. But I don't know how that would overlap as long as DeAndre doing what he's supposed to do. I don't think he really in no danger of due in this moment, in my opinion.
All right, Tamika, my question for you is this FBI is trying to change Victor back to Trig. Do you think Trig is gonna come out and handle the situation, or do you think Victor's gonna handle the situation?
I always kind of felt like it was a chance that Trick had to come back out, whether the FBI was involved or not. So yeah, I mean that might have to happen. Like, you gotta weigh the options if your back is against the wall and it looked like it's about to be, getting hotter at this point. Got some decisions to make.
Definitely, definitely. They got decisions to make, and they got to figure out how they're gonna handle this. So that I'm worried about the whole crew right now because he's a butthead dude. Like, meanwhile, the kids is taking their senior pictures, and Bakari is getting like the mess beat out of him.
Mm-hmm.
What would look? How you gonna get mad at him? And you gave him the hot car.
Crazy.
You gave a hot car, a hot sports car, to a teenager on prom night.
And thought he wasn't gonna drive fast. Okay.
Right.
Thank you. A Porsche at that. Wasn't it a Porsche? Was it one of the, yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I think so. I think it was.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't understand that part. So look, we're about to talk about, look, he's saying that they can't wash any money in this scene, right? They having trouble going to businesses since Pastor Jackson has made that impactful sermon. A lot of people is following his suit, and they is not trying to mess with Duda.
Right.
Everybody's pulling away from him. Everybody's pulling away, and this clown in the corner, I forgot his name. I know EJ know it.
Zane.
Yeah. Zay, yeah. We're gonna get to that later. But I don't like this kid. I'm just hoping that the trio take him out. So Nuck, he's a problem too. But he don't really want to work for Duda, but he has no choice, I feel like, too. But this other one, he trying to earn his bones, so he's just doing whatever they get down. That's my take on it with that.
Don't you? I think that Nuck is going to be the ace in the hole. I think that Nuck is going to be the one that's going to feel like he owes Keisha, and this is going to cause him to somehow turn on Duda because of, we already know how he feels about the whole Keisha situation, and he feels partly to blame for it. And I think that's where he's going to take a turn and maybe turn on Duda because of that, some kind of way. I haven't put it all together yet.
Yeah,
but
I agree, EJ. I can actually see
I agree with you on that too, EJ. That's a good theory.
Mm-hmm. Especially since he apologized to her the last time he saw her.
Mm-hmm.
And she know Emmett can't handle this situation.
Exactly.
Yeah, she know. Just like she listened to Tiff to know how to talk to him to get him in line. And that was that conversation right there. Like, I'm leaving, and let me make this. Let me make it right. Let me make it right. And that was him trying to make it right. Oh Lord, look, I'm so pissed off with this now.
Inga, I know that's right. Inga said she on the way.
Was she on the way
to Chicago to knock off Duda? She's so funny.
She on the way. Look, tell her to check the she on her way, she said. She ready to go to Chicago and handle Duda too.
She said she got to go handle it herself. Forget this.
She gonna handle it herself.
Girl, we ain't gonna tell it. Listen, our lips is sealed.
Exactly. But with this, I feel like they all gonna get together and take him down. I've been saying that. I said that since last season, and I feel like it's gonna come true. I feel like it is gonna come true.
At the beginning of the season, I thought it was gonna be like who took him out, but we already did that. But I mean, they have been rinsing and repeating. But now I definitely, as these last episodes was coming up, I'm like, yeah, because we know that Rob ain't really trying to do this by himself. And, daggone Emmett sure enough can't take care of nothing by himself. So
Trig ain't going to do it by himself either because he worried about
sense for them to come together.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
And even, I don't want to jump, but we seen something later in the episode too where it's like, yeah,
this has got to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when you heard this conversation, did you know that one of the nails was being put in the coffin as this conversation was happening?
Hell yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
heck
I think we've been seeing that a lot. Think about all the times that he's been stopping and talking to him, even with that last one in the music they was playing, and when he had to go pick them up, it all feels ominous. Like it just felt like it was all leading. Yeah.
Yeah. If you didn't know who it was gonna be, I would say by last episode you knew exactly who it was going to be. Like you 100% were like, oh yeah, Pastor Stanley gone. You know what I'm saying?
This when he had this conversation with him, and then with the watch, I said, oh damn, it's gonna be
Gave him the watch. Yeah.
Put a 1 up in the chat if y'all saw this scene and y'all felt like when the watch was given to Papa that you knew that Reverend Jackson Sr. was knocking on death's door. Okay? He's about to be unalive. Oh, dag, EJD, you got some quick fingers. I didn't even see you tighten up. I saw you holding your drink. What you doing with your knuckle?
Girl, you know I be quick with these hands.
I see you. Well, I saw this and it went click. I'm seeing this. Okay, so everybody's in major agreement with that, right?
Yeah.
So now, with this watch, this is the trivia question. How many Jackson family members had the watch before Papa?
I'm about to guess on this one because I didn't take the time to really pay attention to that. I didn't think that was going to be the trivia question. Got to pay more attention. Oh, Tamika said it, so I gotta be right because she be paying attention. I put it in the private chat.
Let me see what you put. Hold on. It's not that. If he said that, but if he said you are the 5th member, you are the 5th member to be getting this watch. How many people had it?
Oh, 4. Girl, put a trick question up there. I love it. No, you didn't just try to put that tricky question. Okay, you're right.
So listen, we said somebody coming up to handle Duda. You coming to handle Duda?
Hey, look, I just said I'm gonna jump in real fast. I'm on my way. I'm packing my bag now. I'm tired of this dude. I'm on my way to Chicago.
Girl, come pick me up. Come pick me up. Come pick me up.
Look, I done put my scarf on, got my hoodie on. I'm on my way now. I'm about to get ready to go up there. I'm tired of this nigga. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, sorry. I'm tired of this dude. I'm about to get the pow, and I'm on my way up there because I'm tired of him. Somebody need to take him out and take him out now. He just caused too many problems.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, he just look. You know, they should get all the ladies should get together. All them ladies up in Chicago and get together and take him out.
And use Tracy as the decoy.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, because he doing way too much now.
All they gotta use is Tracy as the decoy. Give him to come there to get some cookies, if you know what I mean, and then rock them to sleep.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Rock-a-bye, baby.
Get some bats and beat the hell out of his ass. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got the New Jack Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. It's time. They dragging it out. It's get time to get. He got to go. They might not have another season. This dude's still up in here.
Right.
Okay, then he got to go. He got to go. He got to go.
He got to go.
Yeah, he got to go. And I don't know who might do. I think Tamika told me the other day. She said she think Bakari might do it. But I think it might be somebody that you least suspect.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, they kind of been like foreshadowing things, and I felt like at first it was being too spot on. So I said, well, maybe they're gonna go in another direction, make us all think the one way, but then it's gonna be like, you know, something else unexpected. So I don't know, y'all.
It's gonna be like who shot JR? Everybody in town.
Nah, they
gonna be
can't
accused.
do that one again because remember they
Yeah,
did that
I
they did
said that at the
2 seasons
beginning,
ago.
but yeah, that would
Yeah.
just be like the same thing again. I
Exactly.
think it's better if everybody come together. Listen, I don't
Everybody needs
care
to
how
pop
y'all
in.
do it. Right.
Everybody needs to give one pop in. Pop, everybody
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Do anybody remember the movie Bones?
Yeah,
And how they
oh
took out
yes,
Bones?
yes.
That's how they need to take him out.
Yeah.
It need to be all in a group effort.
Yeah, they all catch him in one place and they just all go in and take turns beating him, set the whole place on fire, just get rid of his you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would be good if it was Nuck Renee because I think he's the person that can get the closest to him because you know at this point. So I think that
And he definitely wouldn't be expecting it.
And he feel like Bakari too scared to do it now. He think he
And
put
plus
fear in
he's
Bakari, but
what about I saw the poll you had on there about Donnell. Y'all think Donnell gonna do it?
I don't know. He listen. He put the threat out in the beginning. It's possible, but out right now with Donnell, I want to roll around on the ground and fight with this dude for what he did. Just
I do too.
I didn't want him to
I want to roll around on the ground and fight with him.
Yeah, I didn't want him to get Emmett that gun. You know.
That could have been his last night right there because Duda don't be playing with nobody.
And you know what it is with this? You know a mother's intuition don't lie to her.
Exactly.
You get that when you got your kids, even if they are grown, and I'm speaking
it
from
don't even matter. It don't even matter. My son is 30 and I still worry about him all the time.
That nervous pit in the bottom of your stomach when you worried about your baby, even if he is a grown man.
It doesn't matter. They always your baby. I don't care how old
exactly.
Yeah.
She woke up out her sleep when she like, you know what? Let me have a couple wine to ease my mind before I can get myself, because something is bothering me too much. And she don't know about the hammer. Right. She don't know that Donnell took the hammer. She don't know that
something's wrong.
Exactly. She don't know that Emmett came there for the hammer.
Right.
Donnell didn't tell her nothing. I don't like that he did this.
No, I mean, I don't like it. I'm not mad with Donnell, but I think I wish he would have handled it different, you know.
Yeah, I do wish he would have handled it different. I just didn't get that.
Yeah, you can look at it from two different perspectives. You know, you can look at it from the perspective of he didn't want to send him out there unprotected. You know, and you can look at it from that perspective. That could have been the thought process behind it. But as a parent, I'm just thinking, but this is a motherly parent too, because I don't know how these fathers think. But as a motherly parent, I got to ask a bunch of more questions. I got to know why you need this. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, because he know Emmett ain't built for this. He knew it. He even told Emmett that, right? Didn't he tell him?
Exactly.
Yeah. He told him that on more than one occasion. And before he handed him this, you not built for this, Emmett. And then you handed it to him. I didn't understand that. I'm really pissed off with him with this.
mean, I'm glad that nothing happened to Emmett. But he could have gotten killed, you know.
Exactly.
Or he was beat up real bad. At least real, been in the hospital, at least beat up.
Right.
So Bakari goes to try to see Lene. He tries to see what Bakari goes to try to see with Lene. We're gonna talk about this in the whole until he's dropped off, the conversation in the car and everything.
And I thought that I really thought that Vic Mensa, I forgot the brother's name. I'm only calling him by the
that's it. Jamal.
Oh, okay, Jamal. Okay, I thought he was going to hurt. I was surprised they just had a conversation. I thought he was going.
Well, I mean, once he saw the eye jammy, I think that like knows that something's happening. And when he spoke to him, he said, I effed up, so I got effed up.
Right. Yeah, he know what time it is.
Yeah, he's from the streets, and so he probably knows.
Yeah, so he's from the streets, so he know how it go. He knows something happened. He said, they had a whole understanding conversation with it, and I like the fact that he told him about jail, prison, I like the fact that he told him that, you know, you got to stop not caring about yourself and giving a damn about your life.
Right.
It felt like he felt like he don't have anything to live for, so he's taking these risks.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Is she done with me?" Talking about Lene. EJ, what's your take on this whole scene that they had?
I really enjoyed this scene. It was actually one of my favorite scenes. But anytime I get to see Jamal, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Anytime I get to see him, I'm happy. But I really did enjoy this. I like the fact that he took the time to talk to him and that he related to him because he knew exactly where he was coming from. Instead of him, because he could have went in on him, but he didn't do that. He took the time instead to try to let him know like there's a different way that you need to do something different pretty much. But they did come to, and when he talks about, you know, him caring about, you know, himself, he does say something about I can't remember the exact words, but it was something about, you know, that she's all I got. And he was, you know, talking about Lene or whatever. And they, you know, he was like, I understand that. So that they have that common denominator. And I just think that at the end of the day, Jamal is a street dude who knew exactly what it was. Yeah. And he knew that this wasn't the time to beat him down. This was the time to try to reach him from a different angle. And he did what he needed to do.
Yeah, and Bakari needed to hear that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. You said Bakari what?
No, I said he needed to hear that too.
He did. He needed to have that conversation with him. He needed to have that conversation with him. But you know what I was thinking about? Keep in mind, he was in a relationship where his girlfriend, his ex, kept calling her brother over when they had problems. And he was getting into it. And I think he doesn't want to have that type of relationship with his sister, where he's coming to the rescue and strong-arming dudes. So I feel like he's trying to go at this approach in a different way because he's dealing with a young man. So I feel like I like the way he's handling this because he's giving him guidance too. He's telling him the possibility of things happening with him if he continues down this road.
Yeah, I see that.
So,
what up, Juan? What up?
And I felt bad when he said she's all I have, because he feels the same way about Lene.
Exactly.
So
that's
now
why I
they're
think
really
they
related to this. So now I think they're gonna end up being closer. And I want to move on, but I know I want Tamika to handle a certain part to it, but I'm gonna get to it in a minute. Who want to talk about this first? Look, somebody come look at this. Who want to talk about this first?
Come on, Tamika.
Who want to talk about this first? EJ, do you got a rant? What you want? What do we? What you got?
I don't think I'm a rant today. I don't think I'm a rant. I think it's all out of my system. But let me just say, let me break this part down, because here we are. We have Emmett. Listen, y'all, I gave Emmett a big old A for effort, because Emmett go and practice in the mirror, right? And then he try to come back and execute it. How you gonna get right up on him? You don't point a gun on a man like Duda, and then you do not pull the trigger. Like, this all could have been over with. We could have went to our happy place and we could have been talking about something else. All Emmett had to do was pull the freaking trigger. That's it. But instead, you get so close. And I don't know if I was the only one, but I was like, don't get that close. Don't get that close. He gonna take the gun from you. And then that ninja took the gun from him. I said, Emmett, if you don't sit your raggedy ass down somewhere, that stuff ticked me off so bad, y'all. It was crazy. Oh, God, Emmett, somebody help him. Ooh, where the Saints at, y'all? Somebody need to play for him.
Anybody else got a rant before I get mine off?
Go ahead, Tamika.
I was so freaking pissed with Emmett.
Tamika's that way. Hold on, Tamika. We got to give you the floor. Hold on. Stand on the soapbox.
I was so pissed with Emmett. Like, first of all, you in the mirror. I'm not a punk. I'm like, no, you may not be a punk, but y'all know what I say. He ain't got the sense God gave him. Roach, you as dumb as I don't know what. And like, how the hell you go there? You don't pull a hammer out on nobody if you're not gonna use it, but especially not somebody like Duda that you just seen take somebody out in front of you for showing too much. Like, I was like, is this freaking boy kidding me? And Duda basically just laughed at him and was like, yeah, go ahead, do it. He already know you ain't gonna do nothing. Pop him upside his damn head, beat him down. I'm like, Emmett, like, I'm sorry. At this point, I was like, you deserve what the hell you get. I couldn't even feel freaking bad for him no more. Now, the part that I did like that he said in this little scene that stood out to me, I said, well, you know, he had some heart to say that. And to me, it was truth. Even Duda had to think about it for a minute because he was basically like, if you do anything to me, you know, the whole city gonna be after you. And it's like, oh, you think you love that much? Yes, I do. People love me, okay? They just work for you. That was straight facts. I love that line, but I was like, Emmett, I know you didn't just come up in here waving this hammer around to have it taken away from you. And I was thinking the same thing as EJ. Don't get that close because I knew the next thing was going to be he was going to lose it just as fast as he got it. Mind you, you coming with the thing that he gave you as a gift to take him out. Oh, child, we gotta help him and we gotta pray for him.
I'm gonna go to Inga. You ready? You ready
No,
to get it on?
I agree with both. I agree with all y'all. I mean, because I thought, you know, when I first saw it, I said, "Oh, this must be a dream. He must be dreaming that he's doing this." I ain't think it was real. You know what I'm saying? I said, "If they bold enough to go up in this man's face with the gun," I thought it was a dream. And then
you're not the only one. Look,
I thought he was imagining this. That's what he was going to do.
Right.
Yeah, and I just said, I don't know why he thought that was gonna work. And then and then he said, I ain't no bitch. Oh my God. I was like, Emmett, come on, what are you doing? You shouldn't have went there by yourself. Even if you was gonna go, you should have had brought a bunch of them other guys with Rashad, a whole bunch of people with you. And so the least you had some backup.
Word.
I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't make it. He didn't plan it out, and right now he don't even know what he's doing. He got so deep into the situation he can't get out. And wait a minute, let me make sure. I'm gonna ask y'all something. Don't he know that this same thing happened to Brandon, or he not aware of what happened?
That's why Keisha said what she said.
Yeah,
you know what he does. You know what he's capable of.
Why would you even get in bed with this dude? Do business with this dude?
How did you think it was gonna be different?
Exactly.
Child, we all been asking ourselves that same question ever since they brought this storyline along. We was like, "What in the ham sandwich?" We could have
what in the ham sandwich? Exactly. Yeah, I think because he was looking at the money and he wearing fly clothes and got a nice place. I think that's what he was thinking about.
That's all he could have been thinking about because he wasn't thinking.
So can I get my brand off, y'all?
Go ahead, girl.
Get it. First of all, he should have. You know, he came to him. It was too much talking. When he had his back turned, I'm sorry. I know people say that's a sucker move, but it's Emmett. It should have been like right to the back of the head. He shouldn't have had time to turn around. Boom, and it's done. Lights out, baby. That's it. He gonna have a whole monologue like he's in an MCU movie talking, and he knows that you're not that guy. You're not that guy, Emmett. And I'm like, once I saw him in the mirror shaking with it, I said, please don't go here by yourself, boy. Don't go here by yourself. Are you going there by yourself? That's how I was. So yeah, I was worried for Emmett. He played himself. I'm surprised he didn't get beat up in this episode too, like how Jabari did, because that's what I thought was gonna happen next. But he just left him alone. I think he did that because he knows he's in the public eye. So I think that's why he left him alone like that. I'm gonna go to the everybody else wait. Okay, Brown Sugar. She says, poor Emmett, I wish he could have pulled the trigger on Judah, but we all know this wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
And okay, but this is another thing. Even if what if he has shot the gun off? Then what about Nuck and the other clown? They would have probably did something to Emmett, wouldn't they?
I don't even know where they was at. Because typically they would have been somewhere around.
I don't know, because the way Judah the way Nuck stopped him from when he cursed him out that time, and the whole Keisha situation, maybe he might not did anything.
Yeah.
That might have been like, yo, man, now I could pick up and take up the mantle, and I'm gonna run it like this. You do what you do, and it probably. But I feel like he would have got deep. He's gonna get deep in it if it would have happened like that. He still would have been. It just would have the bosses would have changed, and that's it. Because to me, he seemed like he would probably be scared of Nuck too. So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, it's a mess.
Look, wait, you talk about this one? This is a mess.
Oh Lord,
these two now
they act really more like mother and daughter.
Exactly, two peas.
They look alike too.
Yes. So I'm liking how I'm seeing this now. I'm hoping she don't turn out pregnant from Shad though. Are y'all still thinking? You think that shoe's gonna drop?
What's the time frame on this again?
It's been a while.
All right, you should, because he's lusting over her, and when people make a baby, sometimes there's a connection like that, because of the cosmic energy.
Yeah, because I don't think the time frame has been I don't think it's been a long time. I think when we first started, we were maybe like a month. It was because I was, for the first time, they didn't have a huge time jump, and I was like, oh, this is the first time they didn't have a huge.
Remember, they did the holidays too.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not ready to let it go yet. It's still a possibility. I don't know. I think they might be holding on to that one. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, let's not put that in there. We got too much going on.
Shad is stupid. I mean, I like him, but he's really pissing me off. He got to get it together. Something bad.
I was kind of thinking that in the beginning. Now I don't think it's so much, because I think every episode is like another 2 months or something. So I think she would have been showing now, probably getting sick and everything else. But they got so much different things going on. They keep bringing in new characters every daggone minute. We could barely keep up with the characters we got already. So I don't know if they're going to still add that in too.
Wait until homegirl find that bag of guns.
Yeah, because that's coming next. She gonna find it.
Yeah, because he put it up in the unit thing, and it's why something gonna happen with
exactly where they need to go in the vent
or something. She got to open up the vent and find
exactly. Yeah.
Unless he get it out of there. Remember in the trailer breakdown, we see him, pow-powing it.
Yep.
So we see him.
I ain't see the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the trailer.
We did the pregame.
Right.
The trailer breakdown. He's busting off some shots. So.
Yeah, exactly. One asked what happened to Perry's Pizza. Man, that's the same
thing. People been saying
asked.
that's gone now. It's just like,
we don't even talk about that no more.
He just full gangster mode, and that's it. He got everybody.
I think that disappeared when he became the mayor. He kind of handed that over to somebody else.
Well, he needed to.
They was all working near the kids.
Yeah, because at one time he was even talking about making those chains. That was before I think he came to talk to Emmett about, the whole Smokies thing, and then you didn't hear no more about it.
Right. So she's gonna go to community college now. She's gonna go to community college unless she this is the way to go if you want to pursue a music career. A lot of people went to community college. She already is not with going to community college to college to begin with. She thinks it's right and stuff. So
so she said it don't make a difference. I mean, not for nothing. I think it depends on the person. My first degree ain't do nothing for me but go on my wall. I'm gonna just tell y'all that.
Yeah.
I've been 4 years,
first one
got
was
a
an
bachelor's,
associate
and I
degree.
don't
It
use
did
that
not-
thing for nothing. And then I
Yeah.
went back, and the only thing that was convenient was that when I went back and decided to go into nursing, they took a lot of my credit, so I didn't have to go for that long that I had from the previous degree. But other than that, I never used it. And I know a lot of people that aren't working in the fields that they got their degrees in. So in terms
end
of
up
that,
paying a whole bunch of money and loans and a whole
right?
bunch of stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's a waste.
Mhm.
It depends.
Yeah.
What you going for? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So we gonna go to the now. Trig tells him, "You know why I'm switching from Victor to Trig? Because Trig is coming in slowly. Y'all see it, right? Y'all see Trig coming in, right?
Yeah. I'll be glad
Now
when he go
he's
ahead and
trying-
show up. Can we get Trig back, please?
Right.
Wait a minute. Y'all think Trig gonna? You think that's when he gonna come back and be gangster again?
I mean, I think he don't have a choice but to
But
be.
what he needs to do, yeah.
I think he don't have a
agree.
choice.
I agree. And then he tells Rob, and Rob seemed like he don't even want to know that he want to act like he ain't hear this at first. But he know he gotta tell his mom, and he like, who you tell? Did you tell anybody else?
And
Now,
Rob
once
ain't
he tell his
Rob
mom-
not built for that either. He not be just like him.
No, he's
like
not.
an
He's
image.
not about this life. But at the end of the day, you wanted to play investigator. You wanted them 100 racks. This is a part of it. So, you know, and I think he had the feeling this was just like the confirmation. And then it also was like, I came and asked you about this. You said you ain't know nothing. Now you telling me this? Like,
All right. So I know we got. This is the last thing we're gonna touch. We're gonna talk about it now, and then we're gonna go to the word scram, and then we pretty much out here. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
What's
Did I
up,
put
Jay
it in here?
Wheel?
No, I ain't put it in here.
what's up, Jay? Well, he said take 10 out of the 100 and call a hit from out of town. Yeah.
that's right.
Word.
We said in the beginning of the season they need to call Tommy. Tommy running all through Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, who live in Chicago in the chat? Y'all need to handle business, okay?
Well, I don't even see my I'm so annoyed right now, y'all.
It's okay. Say your
Oh, okay.
thing.
Well,
sorry.
let me
No, I
ask
know
y'all
we
this.
got-
Unannoyed.
Do y'all think that Victor did the right thing by telling
Fatima or Quincy?
Yeah, Quincy and you know,
Fatima?
yeah, thank you.
I think he did.
Yeah, you didn't think that was the right thing? I think it was because
I think
he
he
might as well
needs
come clean.
Yeah, he needs allies and he needs people to know. If
I hope he ain't gonna tell nobody else though. We don't need everybody knowing.
Oh yeah, everybody don't need
Nah,
to
we
know.
don't
but these
need
two-
everybody knowing.
No.
Yeah,
Everybody don't need
Quincy
to know
is
that.
gonna be his cleanup person or his person that needs to know because that's the person that got to keep his image. And then Fatima needs to know because that's the person that could potentially be in the midst of anything because of this. So people need to know what they're dealing with. But everybody else, like I was glad when he didn't tell Jake. I didn't feel like Jake needed to know.
Yeah.
I understand where Jake was coming from, but I
what
felt
he
like
felt he need to know. He's still
he
a
didn't
kid.
need to know.
You don't need
Right,
to
Jake
yeah.
don't need to know that. He's still a child.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And,
he
yeah.
feel like he
even
need
though
to
you're
know.
gonna be
He
18, you still a child. I've been
still-
trying to keep you out of this life since I got
Right.
linked back up with you. You don't need to know this.
He been trying to
This
act too
is
grown from
grown
day
folks
one.
I
business.
thought he told him the right thing, and when they was in the meeting, and he said, "Just trust me." That's it. That's that's all.
Exactly.
But I think that's why this was called Boys to Men. I mean, we literally did see them go from little boys to now young men graduating. But also, if you notice, all of them had their different moments where it was like, I'm grown now. You can't tell me what to do, type of thing, right? I know what to do, and that's a part of it. These kids get to that point.
Yeah,
they feel
Papa
like
was being a little smart in the mouth. You know,
they feel like they know it all.
Papa
So-
I
was
was
being a little smart in
surprised
the
at
mouth.
that because he usually, when he gets into it with his father, he has his little snide comments, but he's not disrespectful.
Right.
And he's not he knows where to draw the line with his dad. He knows where to draw the line with his dad. So I was kind of like taken aback with how that whole thing transpired. So I thought
But now
we
it's
were
a
gonna
girl involved. That's different.
Yeah, you throw the cookie in
Yeah,
the
the
picture,
father
you
was
know.
tripping about the girl. I mean, how you gonna tell him he can't date?
Mhm.
They 18 years old. I mean, you can't.
Right.
They ain't getting
I
married. They
forbid
just
you to
going
see
out.
her. That's what he said,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. I saw her at the graduation. I'm like, okay.
I forbid
And it
you
didn't
to
help.
see her.
It didn't help that he don't like her father. And then
Yeah,
he
that's what
Yeah.
that's about.
yeah.
It's about the. It's
I
what the,
agree.
it had nothing to do with that girl.
Mhm.
It's about the father. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree that's his rival and he don't want to mess with dude and he don't like him.
That's why she was in a
He don't
family
like him.
way. In a
Right.
family
In a
way.
Yeah,
fancy
I
way.
ain't heard
Right.
that in years. I
Yeah.
haven't heard somebody
Yeah.
say that in a
Yeah,
long time.
LSW. That's what my grandmother used to say. You smelling yourself now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
you know.
Well, that's what happens when they get a,
Mhm.
you know, and I don't even think
Mhm.
they even did anything. So I don't think he did
No, he
anything
ain't do
or
nothing with
any.
that girl. No, he ain't do
Nah,
No, they
so
didn't do nothing yet.
he not used to know stuff like this. And
Right.
now he deal and now he dealing with somebody that actually has a kid. I
Mhm.
you know, I don't think I believe he is a little bit over his head,
Yeah, he is.
and
Of
I'm
course.
kind of worried about him with this.
Mhm.
But I know I'm you know that's where I was with that.
Yeah.
And do you
What?
think Nina was with her telling with him Kevin telling his mother that he's gonna go to California?
Okay, she gets on
It,
my last nerve.
she had the reaction that I was expecting her to have. Somebody was getting on me in my comments for my review that I did on this. But I'm just, listen, I get it. These are natural emotions when your child is going away,
Yeah.
when they graduating, when they move, when they get a call, all these things. That's natural.
I
But I'm
agree.
like, when we think about Nina's character overall, from what we've seen on the show, she always been a negative Nancy.
That's
So
what
I was
that's
not
what I was
expecting.
that's what I was going to jump in and say. Yes, because she's always from go back to season 1, episode 1. She's always snapping and yelling at them
Mhm.
all the time.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, why are you such a bitch? You know, like why is she like that all the time? And that Keisha is that way. Her daughter's the same way.
Mhm.
Right,
They
right.
they the same way, like always
She is
evil acting all the time.
Mhm.
it's learned behavior. It's
Yeah.
learned behavior. So I see how it is. Now, Tamika, I want you to take this scene because this is your repertoire. We know that you are heavy talking about therapy and people doing self-care. What was your take on the whole session and now that they brought the younger guys in?
I like that. I like that. I thought they was gonna go into a little bit more, but and I don't know. I expected them to notice like the look on Emmett, but we didn't get that, you know. And of course, he's saying I'm in over my head. I said, "Child, Emmett, you just realizing that we all been knew you was in over your daggone head." And then, you know, and it was funny to me too because we supposed to be saying, "How can I help you? We here to support you." But of course, it was times when things was getting personal because you got Jake saying, "Yeah, she don't want to go to college," to Marcus, and Marcus being like, "I gotta protect my daughter." You know, then Victor had to jump and say, "Whoa, hold up," you know. And
Yeah,
I
we not
forget
supposed to be having those kind of
right.
conversations.
Yeah, like don't forget this is my brother. That's not where we supposed to be going with this. And then you know, of course, him apologize. Well, he didn't really apologize to Jake, but he was like, certain things I can't, you know, talk to you about, or I don't want you to be worried about. And he was saying like for them to just pray for him, and then he told Jake to just trust him. And then of course we see Bakari there and Jamal saying, you know, I'm glad you came. So I like their little interactions as far as that part goes, and how they welcome them in, you know, especially since they know they about to have their graduation and all of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Rashad, he's still talking about some. Oh, what did he say? I think I'm about to backslide. I said, Rashad, you already
He's
back.
still talking about lusting over
Yes. He keeps bringing that up.
She put it
I
on
was
him.
on. Yeah, come on now. Why are you still lusting over this girl like that? I mean, was it that good?
Mhm.
Dang.
She put it on him.
But I don't think
She
that's what it
used
really
for
was,
him
y'all.
to act like that.
Yeah,
think
but
that's what
Emmett
it
was
really
sitting
was.
here like holding his head and everything, and I really wanted, especially since Darnell, this was another opportunity for Darnell. Like, he came and got that hammer from you. You still ain't asked him what that was about, and then he literally sitting here like this, and no, it didn't dawn on you. Like, what happened? What's going on? I don't know.
This the
Yeah,
last
I don't think
thing.
that
go ahead.
not Darnell. I don't think that Shad's that was real. I don't think he wanted to tell what the real issue was,
Yeah.
so he
Mhm.
used that as an excuse. But
Oh, okay.
his
Okay. That
real
makes sense.
issue was the fact that he done took this money. You know what he been out here doing? Like he know he
Yeah.
done backslid.
Right,
And that was what
exactly.
his real backslid comment was, but he couldn't
Mhm.
tell them because he couldn't. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It's like everybody's telling little pieces, but they really can't
They're not telling the
be
whole story.
forthcoming.
Yeah.
And the funniest part of it all is mostly everybody that's sitting there have a connection around there gonna do that. He is the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody in that room
Mm-hmm.
need to get together with some bats and guns and pipes and whatever and beat the hell out this dude. You know what I'm saying?
like
I
did
mean,
Freddie.
yeah,
So
everybody in
basically,
town know each other, so just all meet up and go find this dude and take him out.
Mm-hmm.
basically, they need to do like how they used to do in the Frankenstein movies. The whole town needs
Right. That's what they gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you're right. I didn't even think about that. You're right, EJ. He probably was just saying something. It really probably is not even about the girl. Because I'm about to
Mhm.
say, I know you ain't obsessed over some coochie that you had one time. It wasn't, good Lord. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was just saying, because no one's telling the truth on that.
Yeah.
Everybody's telling pieces, and that's because
Right.
nobody's supposed to have the full thing. Like nobody can't ask questions, so they can't go deeper into it. Like
Mhm.
even when Whatchamaduty is like, so what's going on? When they want to know what's going on with Trig, I just
Right.
can't call him Victor, y'all. When they want to know what's going on with Trig, they can't go into it because they not supposed to ask questions. But I'm just like, bump this, send these
Yeah,
kids
they
out
talking
here
about
for
no
a second,
judgment, no
and let's
judgment.
talk.
Right.
Yeah. Now it's time to come clean now because Emmett's life could be on the line. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And now that you see what happened with the pastor, so it's the stakes are too high now. So everybody needs to know what's going on.
Absolutely.
agree. Everybody needs to know what's going on. I feel like Darnell is acting oblivious, but you know what's going on because you gave him the tool. You seen your son come back. You mean to tell me you didn't pull him to the side to ask him what happened?
I would have told my son, I don't know where that gun at. I lost. I threw it away. I lost it. I turned it into the
I
police.
would have been like, I got rid of it.
Yeah, I got rid of it. I don't have it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was expecting to see another conversation with them later at the least, but that didn't happen.
Right. I just think he really played himself with his antics with this because he knew he wasn't gonna go there and do it. I know I'm revisiting it again, but I wasn't. You know how Tamika,
No,
you know
because
how
that's the
you get
main
the scene
story
that
right
make you
now.
talk
It's
to your
about Judah,
TV.
so yeah.
Yeah, it's just it had me talking to my TV.
Me too.
And then I'm like, you got Darnell already confronted Judah, so why wouldn't you go with him?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you go with him?
I didn't get that. At one point, I even thought he was going to end up walking out and saying something like he had followed him there. Then I got a little nervous. I know somebody asked earlier if, Nuck and Zay or whatever was there. I even thought they was going to walk in on it at one
Me
point
too.
when
Me
we
too.
got to that scene. But it was like for us not to see him again until when Jada was sitting up on the couch, I was not expecting that. I ain't even going to lie.
I you know what? I just I'm gonna get to the last part because we see what happens to Papa's dad. We see who basically what happened, but I want to know what was y'all take on the whole thing, but I want to go to the. Oh, I can't even get it out. Like I said, this.
Did y'all already talk about Dre talking to the ex-girlfriend? Did y'all already
Yeah,
talk?
we was getting ready to. I feel like that's
Nah, we didn't really talk about that. As far as that,
my only question is, why did they write that storyline?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. And that whole line about
who cares about
who
cares about that girl? Who cares?
That whole line about she doesn't understand that that's something lesbians do. Stay cool with their exes. Man, I don't know why they put that in there. First of all, I'm cool. I'm cool with a bunch of my exes, going all the way back to the very first boyfriend when I was a teenager. It's cool with him and his family to this day. So I don't know about it being a lesbian thing. Yes, but I know that I'm not gonna tell my husband, oh, me and my friend, we going to hang out. You should hang out with us and all of this. Like, what are we doing here?
That sounds crazy right there to me. You can be cool. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. I feel like
it didn't make sense to me. And we've been trying to see where they was going with that since the beginning.
You can be cool with your ex, like if you see him in the grocery store, you're like, oh, hey, how you doing? And hug or something like that. But you don't talk about I'm going to hang out. Texting and laying in the bed, texting.
Yeah,
at that point, I understand why she was. I understand why Nina was mad at that.
Oh, yeah, I definitely get why Nina was mad. Yeah, Dre was out of line with that. It is.
She said, "Well, you should get to meet her. I don't want to hang out with your ex. Like what?
Right? Nah. Like the only way I see a situation like that is if y'all had kids together, like you got kids with your ex and now you're in a new relationship, and if they just so happen to be able to be cool, fine. If they can't, that's fine too, as long as we keep it respectful. Other than that, there's no reason for that in my opinion.
Yeah, and if you have children involved and y'all get together for like holidays or something like that, a birthday party or something, if it's children. You know, a grand.
That didn't make no sense.
But now,
and the girl,
the girl broke it off with her. Why you still want to talk to her? Why
I don't get it. That story don't make sense.
She said this is something lesbians do. Okay, we need to find some lesbians.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
I don't know about it. So we're going to talk about. I want to know.
And I just wanted to mention the girl that was playing Bakari's sister. That's his real life sister. I seen the picture of
she looks just like him. They twins, just like him. And her lyrics is hot. She was good.
Yeah.
She was good.
She was good.
I said, are they twins? Because they look just alike.
Yeah. I think she's a little older than him. I'm not sure though, because the picture I saw when they were little, it was a Christmas picture. You know the pictures your parents used to always make you say. She looked like she was a little older than him, but they were adorable.
All right, so this is the last thing, and then we out of here.
Yeah, they do still work together, and you could be cordial and respectful, but all that extra stuff.
I took the sound out because
Yeah.
But who y'all think did this?
I think it was Nuck.
That's what I thought.
First I thought it was Zay. Then I changed my mind.
No, I'm like, it's Nuck.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
The body build look a little bit bigger than Zay to me. Some people say it's Zay, the small person, but
I believe it's Nuck.
I think Nuck because I thought he told Nuck when they was in the church to handle it.
Yeah, he already
told him. He did. He told him to handle it. Yeah,
he told him to handle it.
I think it's him.
Let me get my tissue out. They took out
I did feel bad about this because the way he was praying.
Yeah, he was in the middle of praying for his child. I say, y'all are wicked.
Yes. So that's a wrap with the shy. It's a busy night. Like I said I was doing a triple header. We heading on over to EJ, the TV Junkies channel. We all gonna be streaming this simultaneously, so you can go to your people's channel, and then we're gonna move on from there. We're not even gonna talk about what we got going on next, because we're gonna talk about it on EJ's channel. So come on over to EJ's channel.
Ladies, I just want to say this real fast. I'm sorry to bum rush the party. I wasn't even supposed to be up here. I was sitting here. But I was just like, I'm on my way. I got to pack my bag. I got to get the flight. I got to get up to Chicago because I'm sick of this. Somebody got to take this dude. I just had to jump in. I appreciate y'all letting me jump in for a second. But
all right. Of course. Hey, I had 7 votes on mine, Moochie, and mine were 71%.
All
For
right,
the
I'm about
question
to
you
close
asked.
mine out right now. I'm closing mine out now. Okay, so you put it on your thing now. So now that y'all, okay. So I'm gonna end the poll.
And what everybody's
It was 39 votes. 79% said yes. 20% said no. So everybody mad at Darnell behind.
Yeah.
Everybody.
yeah, I mean,
Shout out to Low
Darnell,
Key
I
Cave. He
think
said
Darnell
it's
been
not
trying to
him,
do
it's
better,
somebody
but
we not expecting. Watch. I'm gonna see.
We gonna see. I don't know.
Yeah.
You think it's somebody else that did this?
No, I was reading Low Key Cave comment. Said it's not him, it's somebody we not expecting. Watch.
oh, okay, that could be possible.
We
They
gonna
can throw us
see. That
off.
would be interesting, but at
They can
this
throw
point,
us
I
off.
just want them to get them the hell. Oh, one more thing I want to mention before we get out of here. I know we got to go do our power. In the church, I mean, at the graduation, I loved how when he said Bakari, to come to him and Shad and
Yes.
it was like we the chaperones where he go. That's what I need.
But
That's
that's
why
what they
I
need
said
to do.
everybody
Yes.
together.
And
Why
that's what
was
they
he
need
at
to
the
do.
graduation? He don't
Exactly.
Yeah, why was he at the graduation, y'all? Why was he at the graduation?
Exactly.
That was
He
my
still
like,
got a little thing for Jake. Y'all know he still got that look.
I
Whatever it
know he
is,
still
some
got his
weird
thing for
thing
Jake,
with.
but what the hell are you doing there?
He
Yeah,
shouldn't be.
exactly.
He shouldn't be.
Exactly. Yeah, he had no business.
That was
being
my
there.
like, why are you
I don't know, Jay. Well, listen, Darnell said he come from the streets. That's why I'm even mad at him for giving daggone Emmett the hammer, because he said he was about the street life. So it's like we need you to get in the streets right now, Darnell.
At this point, Emmett got to get together with everybody, tell him everybody what's going on, so everybody can help him. You know,
Mhm.
Definitely. He said it last week. I need y'all to have my back.
Mhm.
This is the worst scram, y'all. I only have one. Can y'all figure it out?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold.
Look at EJ.
Guidance, past something guidance, spiritual guidance.
Oh yes. Okay. Spiritual guidance. Okay.
All right, y'all. We out, y'all. We are out. We are out. We are out. Thanks for coming out. If you are here for the replay, please hit #replay. Hit that like, hit that share, put us up in the algorithm, y'all. We are on our way to do power. We're going to talk about that episode because that was crazy too. So thanks for coming out. God bless. Have a good night, y'all.
All right.